Before we start, I just want to mention that this is a new channel, so if you're into tech and like watching videos about tips and tricks on iOS, macOS, iPadOS or other cool tech, hit that like button and consider subscribing if you don't want to miss out on future videos. Okay, let's start with the Files app, and here it is. So as you can see here on top is they added now a tab bar over here to maybe clear some more space on your screen and just have the most important ones here, which are Recents, Shared and Browse. This tab menu is part of an iPadOS 18 redesign. They did the same thing to the tvOS app, and I think it will also come to the Music app in the future. Now what's interesting about this is that you will have more space here on your screen. So if you use columns or icons, you can see more on your screen. If you do want to go back to the sidebar, well, just click here and you have your sidebar back. So that's actually really no problem. Now anyway, there's a new feature here in iPadOS 18, which I actually really like. That is keeping files or folders downloaded. So from now on, if you would right click or long press on a file or folder, you can keep it downloaded. And if you do it on the main folder, let's say this one here, keep downloaded, then all the subfolders are downloaded as well. Now you can choose to have it done for an entire folder, or you can, let me just turn this off for now, or you can also just keep one file downloaded here in the Files app. Now good to know is that Apple also mentioned on the release notes of iPadOS 18 that if you do some edits while you're offline, everything will sync again when you're online again. So that's actually a nice addition. Now, by the way, if you have multiple folders, you can also just select them by using your 2-finger drag like this, or by selecting them, of course, if you use a mouse, select them, right click or long press and keep downloaded as well. Now, the next new feature here in iPadOS 18 in the Files app has something to do with external storage support. So let me just put it in here like this, and it's almost there. There it is. So here I have my external drive, and if you right click on it and you click erase, you now have options to choose a format. So APFS, exFAT or FAT. APFS is useful if you're going to use this with an iPad or an iPhone or a Mac. exFAT is, well, I use this personally if I want to use my USB drive with a Windows device, and they have the classic FAT format. Okay, so personally I just use APFS and exFAT. The advantage of APFS, or the options you get at least with APFS, is that you can turn on here case sensitive and encrypted. So you can encrypt your drive. I no longer need to grab my MacBook or my Windows PC just to erase it. I can finally just do it here, which is a very, very much welcome thing. And by the way, yeah, if you wonder, this is grayed out, but you can actually change the name of your drive as well. Next, when it comes to productivity, is the Notes app. There are significant changes to the Notes app that I do want to show you now. Now, the first one has something to do with your handwriting. So there's an option here at the bottom right, the 3 dots. There we go. There's something called Auto Refine Handwriting. So if you turn it on and you start writing letters, you will notice them changing a bit while writing. So while I'm writing, there you go, it did change. It even made it kind of cursive. So this is how my handwriting looks. And it still kind of looks like my handwriting. It isn't just something that is like generic. So let me just continue some more to have some more examples. And there we go. I'm not sure if you noticed, but there was something underlined here, subscribing. It was misspelled, so I corrected it just now. So let's say if I would type, please, like this, then you can see here it has a blue underline. And if I would tap it with my finger, if I would now tap on please, look what happened. It will automatically change it into please written like this. It still kind of looks like my handwriting, not entirely yet. That is really a very cool feature. I just got this pop-up, even though I just used that feature. But so it says here, Auto Refine learns your handwriting style and makes minor adjustments to enhance readability. So this actually confirms what I've been thinking. It will learn your handwriting style. So that's a really nice thing. Let me just turn it on and turn it on forever. And look there, even handwriting gestures, delete. It can even make space by holding Apple Pencil down and drag to create space between words. Okay, let's just try these things out. Okay, so as you can see here, I'm now actually moving words by adding more space between them. If you're someone who doesn't really write in the Notes app, but types in the Notes app, like me most of the time, then there are two new features that I do want to show you in a second. I just want to still show you something else, and that is math notes. So let's say, just like in the calculator app, by the way, that's the biggest feature of the calculator app, but you can also just do everything in here, in the Notes app. So let's say if you would do 500 plus 5, then it will automatically detect that, and then you can press solve and to type 505. And we can go more advanced. Let's say if we do this, it will redetect that and it will automatically change everything here. And if we even add a 3 here, would it work? Yes, it would. So you can quickly do some calculations all in the Notes app. Let's say if you do y is equal to x, let's say, okay, we have two options, insert graph and copy expression. In this case, I want to insert graph. I have no idea what to expect. So let's just type, look at this here. There you go. So I have this nice graph of what I just wrote. But if I do this, okay, it actually changed automatically. Now there's something else here that is new, that is audio recording. So you can now from now on click here, audio recording, and let's just try it here. And once I do start recording, it will actually transcribe everything I've just said. And that is a new feature in iPadOS 18. And now you can see here that there's a recording in my note. And I wonder if if I tap on it, you can see now the transcription. Now this was all in the Notes app, but the same thing happens here in the Voice Memos app. So yesterday I made a recording for my TikTok, and that's when I noticed that there's a new button here which shows me the entire transcription. When it comes to typed text, there's still more to discover. First of all, as you can see here, you can from now on collapse sections within a note. And a second feature, the most welcomed feature for me personally, that is, for example, if I want to highlight this word, the quick brown fox, and I will go here, there's a new option, as you can see there, to highlight things. There's a highlighter here. I'll choose a color. Let me just choose red or pink then. And it's really nice because the text also turned pink and the background turned to light pink. Mint. There we go. Now it's in this nice mint color. Now the next feature has something to do with the Freeform app. So if we open it up here, you can see I have had to recreate something here. This is a first scene, second scene, third scene, as you can see. Just imagine this is a mind map, okay? And you want to go to several parts in your mind map. From now on, you can create scenes. So if you tap here on the bottom left, we have this new button. Oop, there we go. And I have several scenes. Scene 1, scene 2. Those are already made. So I can just tap on scene 1. It will go nicely. It will center everything the way I set it up originally for scene 1. Then I go to scene 2. There we go. And now I'm going to create a new scene. This is scene 3, the third scene, like this. And I can tap here. I can add this as a scene. There you go. So from now on, I can go from one scene to the other. Okay, the next change comes to the calendar app. So let me just press here. And as you can see, so here I have my event for today, which is recording video. And here you can see charge my iPad. So here, this is a reminder. So from now on, reminders are also in the calendar app, and that is extremely useful. Both apps still exist, and I had to add this reminder though to my reminders app. So if you tap here, you'll be brought to reminders. So the reminders app isn't gone, it's just nicely now in one overview if you would check your calendar. What also makes it nice is if you would add a widget to your home screen, the calendar widget. Let's say this one here. I just realized that's one more feature. You can also just right click on an icon now and just change it into a widget, by the way. So that's maybe good to know. Anyway, I can see my reminder in my calendar widget. One more nice change to iPadOS 18 is the support now for bilingual keyboards. And finally, we have our last feature, which is actually the main feature here in iPadOS 18, and that is customization of the home screen. Now, as you noticed already the whole time, I could place my widgets here at the bottom. This was already possible in iPadOS 17 though, but icons always started from the top, and you couldn't place them wherever you wanted. But now it is possible. Just in case you missed it, let me just drag the music app out of my dock and I'll just place it there. It works, so I can place my icons everywhere I want. So if I want a combination of this and I want to place my icon here, it is actually possible now. Now, this isn't the only change here in iPadOS 18. The biggest change, of course, or one of the biggest changes, is the customization of the way your icons look. So just in case you missed it, you can use now dark icons. And as you notice, the wallpaper became darker as well. You can turn that wallpaper darkening on or off. So that's nice to know. But look at my icons now, they are dark, and I can make them also larger. So they're larger here. And if they were on my home screen, let me just move one like this. See, it's a larger icon than it was before. And just like on iOS 18, you can also choose for a tinted color and pick a color from your wallpaper, or choose from this slider and still adjust that color. Of course, there's still many other features in iPadOS 18. Let me know in the comment section below which one is your favorite. I'll continue making short and long videos, so stay tuned, and again, please consider liking and subscribing. Thanks for watching.